In this video, I'm going to show you the different types of accommodation along the Camino de Santiago, and I'm going to reveal some must-stay places. Albergues are the most common pilgrim accommodation along the Camino de Santiago. They are essentially like a hostel for pilgrims, with shared dormitory-style rooms and lots of beds and communal facilities. Staff working and volunteering at albergues are referred to as hospitaleros. There are two main types of albergues: public and private albergues. Public albergues are often a cheap, low-frills option with basic facilities. Some are run by local municipalities and are known as municipal albergues. Others can be run by local pilgrim associations or local parishes. Public albergues are for pilgrims only, so you'll need a pilgrim passport or credencial to be allowed to stay. And when you stay the night, they give you a nice, unique stamp, and as you go, you pick up more and more stamps, and it's a great souvenir of your trip. Generally, you can't reserve a bed in a public albergue. It's first come, first served. Doors close around 10 p.m. and are locked, with lights out around about half an hour before, so please don't be late. You're expected to leave the albergue by about, I'd say, 8 a.m. so they can clean and get ready for the next pilgrims. So, not really the place for having a lie-in. It's a cheap place to stay for around 10 euros a night. And I'm going to be honest with you, it took me a while to actually pluck up the courage to stay in a dorm room in an albergue. I was worried I just wouldn't get any sleep. But I am glad I faced my fears. I had a good night's sleep, and they are such sociable places, and it was great for meeting people. So I'd really recommend giving it a try. I'd recommend the municipal albergue in Burgos. It has decent facilities, and the beds are separated in twos, each with a wash basin. It's clean, modern, and full of your fellow pilgrims. Private albergues can have better facilities than public ones. In some, you'll get a charging point at every bed, a reading light, and in general, they'll just have better facilities around the albergue. In some of the newer ones, you'll see the pod sleeping arrangements with a privacy curtain. And yep, that's me in an albergue in Sarria. Private albergues aren't as strict with closing times, but they will want you gone early in the morning so they can clean and get ready for the next pilgrims. Prices for private albergues can be a little higher, but they are still so much cheaper than a hotel. Some have the option of private rooms should you want to get away from the dorms. And, well, there are some amazingly run private albergues along the Camino. I personally would do, I'd do a mixture of both public and private albergues. Albergue Verde is an oasis of green in a town called Hospital de Obego, after Leon, before Astorga. They have hammocks, free yoga, massage, and a vegan communal meal. I absolutely love this place. It is a true Camino gem. They don't take pre-bookings, but their aim is to turn no pilgrim away, so do give it a try. Now, these albergues can be public or private, and they get their name from the donations that we, the pilgrim, give. We give how much we can afford for a night's stay, but it doesn't mean they're free. So I would say, as a rule, minimum 5 euros, more if you can afford it. One of my favourite must-stay Donativo albergues is in the church in Gragnon. You get a communal meal and a pilgrim blessing. It is such a special and unique Camino experience. Other options are hostels, hotels, and casa rurals, which are a bit like bed and breakfasts. Now, if you want to treat yourself and stay in a fancy hotel like Martin Sheen did in the film The Way, you're going to want to stay in a parador. Paradors are amazing Spanish hotels found in historic old buildings, such as castles, palaces, fortresses, monasteries, and even convents. My fancy Camino hotel recommendation? Well, it's not listed as a parador, but it is a breathtaking hotel on the edge of a town called Carrion de los Condes, and, well, it sure does feel like a parador. It's built in an old monastery, and you can get a room for around about £75, which is $90. Now, if you're unsure of where to start your Camino and how long it will take you to get to Santiago, then I really recommend watching this video. In it, I show you the best starting points and, more importantly, how much leave you need to take.